Hello fellow spreadsheet nerds, welcome back to another SimpleMMO Guild Stats video. Today we'll be covering 15 through 22 January 2023. So let's just hop right into it. First, we're going to focus on the guild details, right? So let's look at the left-hand side of the page here on the created guilds. Now, just to clarify, these are created guilds or newly active since version 9.0 update for the guild update. Now, we have 8 total newly created, or newly active guilds here. Let's focus on Dynasty first. This one was a very interesting one. So Dynasty was about the 438th guild to be created in the game, I believe. And they had Legacy EXP. They've never gotten EXP since version 9.0. In fact, fun fact, their guild leader there, Arthwart, has been inactive for over a year. In fact, most of the 30 members in that guild have been inactive except for one player. One player has come back all of a sudden, and they were able to get 50 EXP, 50 guild EXP to be able to spring up Dynasty onto the list of newly active guilds. I thought that was interesting. I have a feeling we won't see this guild go anywhere, right? It's just going to die. That player will probably, if they stick around again, will probably move on to another guild. But it's just interesting to think about. The next interesting guild I want to focus on is Ornate Garden, right? The third one there. Ornate Garden is led by King Canopy. And this guild is interesting because it has a vision that's assigned to it, right? King Canopy has this idea of where this guild is going to go within the ecosystem of the SimpleMMO community. And that vision is pruning new and active players into successful and respective members of the SimpleMMO community. So I think that's great, right? Bring all those new players under their wings and guide them through the game to become productive, great members of society, of SimpleMMO, or whatever it is, right? And it shows in the player count. They have 45 players already, and this is a brand new guild, so that's awesome to see. Awesome to see the growth and the support in that community aspect, which we have repeatedly expressed as the most important part of the game. Now, 2 other guilds I want to shout out here, right, is Regime. They have a little interesting lore that they put in their description. I recommend checking it out, giving it a nice little read. It's always fun to read guild lore, if you will. And then, I'm going to butcher this one, but Moztash, the second guild there that's listed, it is a French-only speaking guild. So if you're French and you're looking for some companionship in that regard, check it out. Hopefully, it's what you want. Right now, there's only 1 member, but, it could grow, right? Help it grow. So now that we covered the guild details, let's move into the big meat of the thing. This is the SimpleMMO Guild Stats dashboard, right? So we have 509 total guilds that have earned some type of EXP since version 9.0. What we just covered was the 8 new active guilds. We literally just covered that. And then we have 229 PvE only guilds and 280 PvP enabled guilds. It really shows you that PvP is a big portion of the guild ecosystem. Now, let's look at the bottom 2 graphs here, right? These cover the top 10 guilds by earned EXP for the week and the number of members associated to each of those guilds in the top 10. And of course, it's a classic for this one, right? This is another classic week. We have Babel and Forest up top. Now, I know I've covered this previously. Babel has been averaging about 8 to 10 mil now compared to their 16 mil that they used to average. And we covered a few other ideas of like why this could be the case. Another reason this could be the case is, hey, they surpassed Death Star, so maybe they scaled back a little bit on it as well. That's another potential reason why they could have a lower amount of EXP. But either way, Babel and Forest are clearly crushing the rest of the competition. And to me, this is a boring leaderboard today or this week because there's not that many like surprise guilds coming out of nowhere, right? So we have only 2 guilds that are outside of the top 10 of the overall leaderboard that you see in game, right? So you have Golden Arrows, which are currently placed at 19, and you have Babel 2, which is currently placed at 25. Everyone else is part of the overall top 10 leaderboard. So kind of boring, whatever. Hopefully we'll see some surprises next week, fingers crossed. And now going over to the number of members, you can see that a lot of the guilds have slimmed down on their membership, probably because players are inactive or they just don't want to be in a guild anymore. They shift over to other guilds. all sorts of reasons, right? We all have our reasons for leaving a guild or getting kicked from a guild even, right? So it is what it is. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the beach background while a lot of us are going through some cold weather. You know, it's just hopes and dreams of what it could be for the summer, right? But yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like. If you have a comment about the guilds, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're disappointed in your guild for not showing up on the leaderboard and how you're going to step up for this next coming week. As always, please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Till next time, see ya.